Stop! Just woke up early morning, got my fucking coffee after 6 months, okay? Drank a sexy coffee and I'm feeling sexy as fuck. Like, after 6 months, I finally drank coffee after a strict diet. So I'm feeling good. So that's not the topic, just a clear position. So, today's topic is reality bending. I love to hop in such topics every now and then because I don't give a fuck about algorithm. You gotta be niche, you gotta dial into certain topic. If you're self-employed, only post self-employed. Fuck you. I'm a fucking trillionaire. I'm gonna leave as much information as possible. I'm gonna document as much as possible how a trillionaire thinks, how delusional, crazy, out of the box this guy thinks at his young age itself. I wanna leave something good. I wanna leave as much useful shit as possible in my YouTube itself. And I don't want people to take it out. Even if someone takes out, this laptop contains all the information. So, fuck it. Reality bending. You see in manifestation, loneliness. Not, I'm saying certain subtopics. Manifestation, loneliness, magic, reality, universe. Fuck you, universe. God. God's on top. And limitation, mortals and human beings. There are certain words, everything. So there are people who think like, oh, what's impossible is impossible. If it's unrealistic, it's unrealistic. It cannot be happen. It cannot be happen. Is what human thinks. A person with limits, a person who is bound to be a slave, a peasant, who is just bound to see one singular road, who cannot see endless possibilities, who cannot see a good future of himself. That's a person called lower level. That's their stats. That's their class. Peasants. No, I'm just not saying for joking. That's actually in class. If you guys know unconscious system, it actually exists. It's like a solo leveling type system. You unlock that shit once you become a higher human, awakened. For that, you gotta be fit, smart, super self-aware that what's real and what's not. Your existence. You cannot be. You need to having unfuckable mindset. A mindset that cannot be brainwashed or manipulated by any damn person. You gotta be that strong. So then only you can achieve that shit and you can gain some kind of supernatural powers. But I have yet to achieve that. But call me crazy, but I'm used to it. These things exist. There's often things called aura, manifestation. Oh, I was, literally thinking about this thing last year ago. I was in the fucking trenches and finally after a year of I made it. Now I have complete two Bugattis, Coinseg, sexy penthouse and all this stuff. Why do they say manifestation every single time? Every fucking person say, I dreamt of something, I wanted to get that shit and they got it. Law of attraction. What the fuck is even this thing called? That's simply a magic spell. Reality bending itself. I always say this shit. Two things. Your body or you achieve whatever your mind believes. Your body achieves what your mind believes. If you think something's possible, even if super impossible, even if it's unrealistic as fuck, it is possible. That's one thing. Second thing is like, I always say this motto of mine: talk like him, walk like him, think like him, become him. Think like him, act like him, become him. I'm him. Abundance. I always say this shit. Some people find it corny, crazy, stupid. Fuck you. So there's a meaning behind all these things. Okay. So why do people think like loneliness is like a curse? Why do people think reality bending doesn't exist? Or it's a scam? You cannot get rich overnight. You cannot achieve some super stuff. It's always the crazy ones who make it out. It's always the failures who make it out of the trenches and leave something something good to the world. Like if you see Einstein, he was called a mad scientist, mad fucker, mad retard, nerd. Then he was he's just called most intelligent person of the world still. Thomas Edison, he died in a fucking lonely shit, man. He was throughout his whole life he was criticized and all this stuff. Now everyone thinks, oh wow, he was the greatest man ever to invent a bulb and shit. Right? I don't know, my history is kind of weak. So there are a lot of crazy people in the history that have made something that changed their life, like electricity, Newton, Apple, gravity. There's so many things. and the first airplane, flying in air, the first plane, all these ideas. Whenever there's something new concept, or whenever something that's unrealistic, but a human has a vision and imaginary shit that he seems that it looks possible to that person, it can be a reality if he adds in the fucking effort. And these all fucking people made it. When the whole world was against them, these crazy people stick to that fucking purpose, stick to that fucking goal, prove that this shit works, and made it a fucking reality. Now everyone has fucking internet. Now that's why I'm posting all these yapping videos. That's why internet and mobile access, this would be called a magician, sorcery or shit like that. All this shit, apps, calling shit, this would be a sorcery and shit like that. Oh, I'm talking this person to in another country. I'm talking to a friend from US to, Thailand, US to Bali and shit like that. And people would call sorcery in past because there was no such thing as able to communicate with people miles distance long. It's always people who say unrealistic things because they cannot understand this stuff. You know, human a human being always says like, oh, it's impossible, unrealistic, because they haven't been introduced to a topic on how to do it yet, because they cannot understand this thing. If you cannot understand that shit, it's called beyond science, it's called myth, it's called paranormal activities. If you cannot understand a certain thing, if you cannot see it, if you cannot understand a certain stuff, that's paranormal activity, that's magic, that's myth, that's unrealistic, that's impossible. If I'd say you can fly right now, if I'd say you can, do telekinesis and fucking all those stuff, if you can, use magic from your hands, it is fucking possible. It is fucking possible. Of course, I cannot do it right now, but it is possible if you are raised in a certain environment. If you can do it, if you're born from a certain thing, if you're trained and if you're told that magic is fucking real, and if you're taught some spells, just spells, random ass spells, and you were made to believe that this shit works, and if they just showed it somehow, they would, people would do it, because ever since, we are born, we have been programmed and doom shit and all those stuff that, oh, you can only do college and do stuff, you're walking on water is impossible. Like, when you've been raised, you've already been placed limiters by your fucking parents and by the government and all this stuff, that they call it possible reality. People love to project their own, crisis, fucked up reality into others. So that's it. So if you are made to believe that you are born to become a billionaire, you are born to, use magic and shit, you could float, or you can do all the crazy ass stuff, you can learn how to control mana and all this stuff, gods are real, you can talk with them, you can talk with animals and all those stuff. Like, if you were trained a certain topic, if you're made believe that shit, if you were, told how to do it, it would become a reality. It's just how the fuck you are raised and where you are from. Not where you are from, it's not important. It's just what type of knowledge you are. Because it's like, let me give you an example. There are two kids from a same mother. One, newborn kids from a same mother. One kid, a middle class, okay, whatever class it should be. Say two kids from a same mother, but one kid is raised in a fucking poor family. Other kid is raised in a rich family. What do you think? Which one will thrive the most? Of course, the rich person, because they would teach them every damn thing on how rich people work, how rich people act, talk, walk, think, and use their money. And they will teach them every damn way how to make money, how to save, how to invest, and not to become poor. Smart as fuck. You are a fucking blank canvas. Whereas the poor people, they will teach them how to become poor, how to take debt, and how life should be, go college, degree, job, debt, marriage, get kids, fuck, and get old and retire at 70 and 90. This is what poor people think. And if you make money, then buy some cool shit to afford the shit that you cannot even do stuff. That's how poor people are raised. You are a fucking blank canvas. No matter the same blood, no matter where the fuck you're born, no matter what race you are, it's all upon the environment you've been raised. Even if you are raised into believing that some things are impossible, your mind can always refactor. Your mind can always reset factor. go into reboot system. You can always manipulate yourself, brainwash yourself into thinking reality is different. That's why you see all the manifestation shit, because you've been introduced to a certain topic that gives you hope, makes you believe that you can make certain amount of money or something, you can get a baddie for yourself or whatever you think becomes your fucking reality if you believe it until you achieve it. It's not unrealistic at all. It's been proved by millions of people. Every 45 seconds, a new millionaire is fucking born. Every 45 seconds. It's only in US. This is only recorded in US. The whole world, every second a fucking millionaire is born. And every second you're losing millions and billions of dollars. If I said that shit, you'd be going crazy. Oh, you are just being too much. Nope. It's all science proven. You're fucking nerd science proven. That much people are making money. So, and the loneliness topic. People think like, oh my god, loneliness is so crazy and all this. You know what? Wrong things the people do. They, shut their whole world. If they are lonely, if they're in the self-improvement journey, they just fucking lock in and just say, I'm locking in. I'm not getting distracted by women and all the bullshit, yada yada. And they'll become a gym rat, autistic, introvertic, dickhead people. They don't know how to socialize with people. They don't know how to talk with women. They don't know how to talk with anyone. And they think they're stupid as fuck. And they think, yeah, I'm the one and all the stuff. Yeah, that's good. But the way they think that they are the one is very cringe, okay? Fucking people, bastards. Fifth thing, they never improve. And they think that, oh my god, loneliness is, super bad. I'm lonely, I'm the alphas, giga chat, sigma, male, riz, skibidi toilet, whatever. But the thing for me, how it worked for me is like, instead of, I had so many things going on. God tested me a lot, taught me a lot. I'm really grateful whatever happened. What happened till I need to stop. Please suggest me good words to replace whatever words. Okay, please comment sexy words to replace whatever. I have a fucking habit of saying that shit, and in the Google I didn't find any good ones. But anyways, suggest me some good shit that suits my language. So yeah, back to topic. When I had to be solitude, when no one understood me, my own mother and brother, they all thought I am crazy, delusional, stupid, get a fucking job, you're cursed to my bloodline and shit like that. You're useless, trash, you're misfortune, get lost, useless as fuck, dumb as fuck, unrealistic, delusional. My friends call me crazy, cringe, stupid. A lot of people unfollowed me because I started doing different shit. I lost a fucking lot of weight, got into boxing, and I also got into relationships and recently left one. So this was the worst period of my time. Worst. Hold on a second, man. I need to fix my hair. So, okay, I'll just talk and do my shit. I need to get a fucking haircut. Once I've grown it more, then get a sexy haircut. Anyways, my loneliness solitude was not getting porn addicted and shit like that, or social media brain rot shit. Of course, that I had to face that shit, porn addiction and all this stuff, at a single phase. But then I came to a realization that what the fuck am I doing? Once people take the self-improvement journey and solitude in a wrong way, because it's not like just doing that. It's not a curse, it's actually a boon. A boon means a granted wish, a miracle that should happen to every certain person. I wish everyone go through loneliness a certain phase, get in and get better, because that's when you get to know yourself better. You get to know who the fuck you are, what do you want to become, what's your true purpose, and what are you here for. For me, I was like, I'm done jerking off, man. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do? I'm not gonna use my hand to have clap some cheeks. No. Instead of jerking off, how I stop my addiction? I'm kind of genius and smart. So I was like, oh fuck, man, what the fuck am I using my dick again and again? Instead of doing that, I would really like to clap some real cheeks. Instead of using my hand, I'd really like to fuck some pussy. I'm being real, okay? Super real. I never told this shit to anyone because no one is in fucking home, so I'm just saying whatever the fuck I want. So, fuck you, dick. Instead of, getting into my fucking hands, right hand or left hand. It's so weird to say this shit, man. Why not go into the real shit? Why not make it happen? And for that, what the fuck do I need? I need to, lose some fucking weight, get better, improve my articulation. Why the fuck am I in this position? Why the fuck I'm still broke? Why the fuck am I still bitchless? I literally asked this question while beating my fucking meat in the toilet. Super weird. And that was the moment I stopped doing jerking off and all this, and all my temptation went away forever because of some logical shit. I just bet logic with emotions. Got my emotions in control. Now I don't face those problems. I was like, if I get real woman, if I clap some real cheeks, that would be good. And that's how got off my addiction. If you guys kept asking me how got off my porn addiction and all this, that's how I did. I just wanted to clap some real cheeks and fuck you. I don't want to see some fucking pixels and jerk my shit off. And this was a long time ago, like 5 or 4 months ago or shit like that. Yep. Now I'm like fucking enlightened, wisdom and shit like that. So trillionaire, hot, smart, stronger, better. And in loneliness, I often ask myself, like, I often come across this question. Okay, I'm going through this phase. I learn from myself more than fucking social media. There are billions of trillions of content in fucking YouTube, Instagram, social media. Everyone has certain own beliefs and shit like that. But I found out that the things I discovered on my own, I'm actually much smarter and genius. Like, not a self-place, but these topics that I learned from my own, like a certain theory that I came up on my own, that talk like him, walk like him, and all those stuff, becoming him, and all the concepts and theories that I've written in my fucking own book. These are all the things that I've gone through and experienced with my own failures. And when I, learn this shit, write this stuff, and then I see fucking YouTube videos popping up about explaining the things that I already know, I'm like, fuck, I'm already doing this shit. And this was the topic that I came across on my own. I didn't need social media to do this shit. I didn't need social media to learn this stuff because I had practical experience. And in this practical experience, I also went through in the loneliness. I was like, in my fucking bed, lights off, in the fucking darkness. I was like, what the fuck am I missing? What am I doing right now? Why am I waiting? What am I waiting for? Nothing's just gonna pop out of nowhere. There's so many things that I have yet to discover. So many things I have yet to achieve. What's my true potential really like? I went through a lot. This is gonna be a long video, so hold your horses. In the darkness, I always come through a lot of theories, concepts like, okay, I need to make more money. How do I do that shit? I need to become socialized. So by becoming social, why do I need to socialize? Because by socializing, I'll get some new network. I'll also meet rich people because higher status, higher people, and by also that I'll make more money and grow my network. And I also ask this literal same question: why the fuck do I wanna help humanity? I don't give a fuck about the world. Why the fuck do I wanna help people? I'm not running some charity or fund trust or shit like that. I'm not a fucking government that only does stuff when it feels. I'm a selfish guy. I'm a narcissistic asshole. The fuck do I wanna help people? Why the fuck am I even posting all my knowledge in fucking YouTube? Everything. I could charge a couple of $1 million just for saying all the stuff that I have posted till now. It's so valuable. I can just write in a fucking book and publish it to make fucking money. But why the fuck am I releasing all the theories and concept in fucking YouTube? What will I gain, man? Why am I building a personal brand? Why am I selling some stuff? Why do I want to help humans? Why do I help people in general? In general, I ask all the fucking questions, even the lamest question. Why the fuck I want to have sex? For pleasure and to have kids. Why the fuck am I doing all this shit? Why the fuck am I learning? Why the fuck do I want to go and get a degree when my end goal is to get a fucking job and money? That was my first shit, and I dropped out of my college Fuck the university, fuck the college, and got into a job. And then I got to know job is not my way. I'm here making measly pennies, and there are people who are making that shit in seconds. They are making $10,000 a day. They are making $1,000,000 a day, $1,000,000,000 a day. And here am I, working my ass off, slaving my time for fucking money, just to die one day. Fuck you. Left my job, failed over 7 to 8 businesses. Not even 7 to 8. I failed over 8 businesses and multiple personal brands, multiple projects, multiple, challenges of making $10,000 in a day, $1,000,000 a day. Yeah, I went from $1,000 a day, $10,000 a day, $100,000 a day, $1,000,000 a day. I did all those on purpose to see how far can I push this human capacity. I pushed my fucking limits on my own, documented that shit. There's so many shit. Every video, I was a fucking crazy asshole. Every video, I was being called unrealistic. Every fucking video. I looked on myself, I was ashamed, like, what the fuck am I doing? But at the same point, I was also proud of myself. See, like, fuck, that's me. Fuck, I'm smart. That concept makes so much sense. Like, I've watched, whenever, I'm not a fucking idiot to, just make a video out of random shit and just post it on YouTube. I'm like, whenever I record a shit, upload it, or before even uploading, I watch my own video thrice. Not to edit or shit. If you know me, I don't edit anything. I just record my raw concepts and just post it because I want it real. Because that's what my real personality is. Real as fuck. Being honest with my feelings. Because I was a guy who wasn't honest with my feelings, who was weak, shit-minded, was easily brainwashed and manipulated. Now I am a fucking trillionaire investor boxer. I'm him. So I watch my videos, think is it relatable and all this stuff. Wow. Those were the words that really came from my mouth. Okay, fuck. That's a sexy video. That really makes sense. I don't watch it from, a seller's perspective. I also watch it from a buyer's perspective. Wow. That video really makes sense. So it should, be a banger. I should definitely upload it. And back to the question, like, why the fuck do I want to help people? First things first, of course, fucking money. I ain't doing shit for free. Everything has a purpose. Everything has a reason. If you don't know your fucking why the fuck you are going, it's like having a boat, sexy ass boat, like a pirate Caribbean ship, heading out into the sea, and you have no idea where the fuck your destination is. And you just end up in a fucking mirage or in a certain circle, and you keep going to a certain point again and again and again. It's like a boat without direction always ends up in the same place. So why do I want to build a content, personal brand in Instagram, YouTube, and all this stuff? Why do I want to become a trillionaire? What's my fucking purpose? What will I do with that money? Of course, I'll buy a lot of companies. By that wealth, I can achieve absolute freedom, and I can take over the fucking world and use it for my own purpose, for my own selfish reasons, to actually bring out something that I really want to make. If I want to make something out of that's something impossible, out of thin air, I'll require some money. Because of course money is everything in this fucking reality until demons pop up, and then it will shift to magic. But till now, money is important. Till the moment the demons and all the shit pop up. Yup, they are gonna pop up. And they're gonna disguise themselves as humans and gonna eat your shit. First ones are gonna be the fatties. They are easy targets. Second thing, skinny people for bones and play thin. Third thing, women to pleasure and all the shit. And a lot of stuff. So get fit, get rich bastards, and protect yourself and your family. So why do I want to help people? First thing I said, to get money, to become as rich as possible. Second thing, I'm a narcissistic guy. Like I said to you guys, I am a fucking genius. And if I never share my knowledge to anyone, how the fuck can someone call me a genius? Yeah, I'm kind of validation seeker or shit like that. Call me anything. I'm a type of guy. What's the use of having all the knowledge when you cannot share that shit? What's the use of all this knowledge when nobody acknowledges you or who you are, how much you know? You cannot be a lonely, nonchalant dickhead 24/7. You gotta have something. And once you show that you are that kind of person, you bring out value, and potential people reach out to you for seeking advice, and that's how you build network. And by that network, you can get all the resources, all the rare shit, all the information, all the fucking resources that you need in the future. So first things first, money, network, become showing the world I'm a fucking genius. Second thing, leaving something behind so the fucking assholes who are dumber as fuck can see this shit for free and learn something and actually become a better place. I don't want to live in a world of fucking assholes. It would be sexy to have intelligent people to talk with, hang around with, self improvement type shit. Fifth thing, of course, my network and status, because it is so important. By the help of status and of course it makes sense. By the help of status and network, you can get in, get out anywhere in the fucking world, and by the help of name and authority and all this shit, you can build a credibility. And there's a lot of stuff. Just think that whatever I'm doing in Europe for free, it all has fucking purpose. It will make me money, and as well as proof that I am a credible, authoritative asshole. Yep. That's the reason why the fuck even I wanna do this shit. I asked this question. I came up with so many concepts. Why? I kept asking the why. Once you start asking these, once you shift your personality, your brain, perspective from it's impossible, it cannot be done, it's unrealistic, and you switch that shit to why, how, what, when. Once you start asking these questions, your whole shit changes. Your world flips. Like I said, the prime example, when you were in 9 to 5, when you were the kids who has been raised in this shit. Of course, he can become. It doesn't matter where the fuck you're born. If you stay to that state, if you're born poor, if you're born weak, that's not your fault. If you end up dying as a fucking poor and weak ass person, that's completely your fucking fault. Like, are you that unconscious of your environment? Are you that unconscious of your own self? You gotta be super self-aware, super conscious about your environment. I'm living in a fucking hut. Why the fuck am I living here? I'm living in trenches. I'm completely broke is what some people. I'm not gonna say that shit. You're in debt and all this. Why the fuck you are in that shit? You gotta be so serious, man. Where the fuck is my money going? Why the fuck am I weak? Why the fuck do I get bullied? You gotta ask every damn question. Why the fuck am I eating like a shit person? I'm barely eating anything. You gotta ask every damn shit. There's a saying. Ask and you shall receive. Why the fuck people say that shit? If you ask, then only you'll get your answer. Even if it's the negative shit, you'll know a feedback, a response. Once you go through failure, I think failure is fucking blessing itself. Without bad, good cannot exist, and without good, bad cannot exist. They are coexistent to each other's need. Without failure, you cannot succeed. If you never knew, if you never been to trenches, you will never value the good shit. If you've never been to good shit, you will always curse your shit. You will always curse yourself, because good shit never happened to you. So it will be like you will completely become an evil asshole. So everything needs to be balanced. I think God has made a perfect shit. It's like super in-depth topic I'm talking about. Like, it's all the mixed concepts, mixed shit. So fuck. The reality bends to your knees. Magic exists. All the dragons and all the stuff. Mermaids, sirens, angels, demons, orcs, elves, guardian spirits, ghosts, reapers, souls. Why the fuck do you think all the people say that shit? It's impossible. I'm saying the first time. It's impossible for someone to do something unless they're introduced to a certain topic. If you've never seen a fucking dragon-like creature, if dragon never existed, if you've never seen a dragon-like creature, how the fuck can you draw a fucking dragon and start making stories about a myth? There's no such thing as myth. There's no such thing as myth. All you know about gods. Why the fuck do you believe in God? Because they're proven all this, the Bible and Bhagavad Gita, Quran and all this stuff. Monks, Buddhist monks, Buddha. There's so many gods, okay? Billions of gods, trillions of gods. These are all mythologic shit. Why do you keep saying all this stuff? Why do you keep believing that? Because it was real. There's no such thing as myth, aliens and all this. Alien exist. Just because you haven't been, just because you haven't seen it, just because you don't understand a certain topic, that doesn't mean it does not exist. That does not mean it's unrealistic. That does not mean it's impossible. If you don't know a certain topic, it's like you know only 9 to 5 shit, and you don't know anything about business or entrepreneurship. You cannot say shit like, oh, businessmen are fucking evil, oh, rich people are scam, rich people are evil. But once you get to know, okay, how entrepreneurship works, you can make that much amount of money in a single day, you'll be like, okay, fuck, this works. This shit is actual real. This money is actual real. 9 to 5 is fucking peasant. Thank God I was introduced to 9 to 5. Thank God I was introduced to entrepreneurship. Thank God I was introduced to this thing called business. Make sense? So it's just like that. People have seen dragons, people have seen mermaids, people have seen orcs, elves, all the mythical stories, all the ghosts, all the demons. This shit exists. You cannot create something out of thin reality. If you have never been introduced to a concept, you are not a fucking god. You are a fucking mortal, or who is within mortal realms, mortal limits. It's the capability of God, divine creatures who are immortal as fuck, long enough to fuck around and find out more than you, because you have certain age limits, 100, 120, 150 max to max. Immortals have a long time, eons, decades, to discover random ass shits. You're comparing yourself to those people who are fucked on with experience, everything. It's all imagination, man. Okay, sometimes, by the grace of God, you can create something out of your thin reality. What if it was like this? And then you create a new creature. But once you see some shit, like I said, they must have seen some stuff in real, then that's why the myth is real. So mythology is not myth, it's real. That's the topic. That's the key point I'm trying to say. Magic is real because you just don't understand it yet. You haven't awakened to higher human. You are not become the awakened person. You are still in the normal level. There are stats. There's a system that helps you to boost up all your stuff. Strength, stamina, senses, agility, intelligence. There's actual stats out there. You gotta go from higher humans to higher humans, or they are called the awakened. There are so many fucking people called supernatural abilities, telekinesis, mind reading and all this stuff. That's real. There are so many people who can read the fucking minds. The reason these mutants, these people with magic powers and all this stuff, they don't come out. The reason you don't see this shit in your reality, in this present timeline, is because it fucking makes sense, man. If you had a certain superpower, like you can fly and become superpower, do you think you'll be safe? Do you think your fucking parents will be safe? You will be immediately taken by the government to do some lab rat experience science lab shit. Do you want to be tormented, experiment with needles, electric shock and all the painful torture for the rest of your fucking life just to know what the fuck you do? Do you know how the birds were discovered, how the species were discovered? There's a thing called crow, okay? Now you know crow, pigeons, sparrows and all this stuff, parrots and all this stuff. You know how the first species were discovered? If there were new species, they would be captured, they would be dissected, cross and all this stuff, experimented and all this stuff. Dissection, experimentation, all those stuff. Body parts disassemble and all the crazy ass shit, torture stuff. Then you see those fucking stuff, in the encyclopedia, like how the fuck these people fly, how the feathers are fly, how the crow fly, how the birds fly and all this stuff. Entire species, genes, every damn shit, That's how the first species were discovered. Even the fucking human beings were fucking dissected a lot of times because of numerous diseases and all this stuff. And they still have been doing this shit. Do you think? It's super logical, man. If you just show that you have fucking supernatural powers, that you can fly, read minds, telepathy, your whole family would be captured by the fucking government. It's fucking common sense. Who the fuck would risk their shit for some measly short amount of show off to get endless torture. Like, makes sense. They'll fucking capture you, they'll fucking test you, go through your bones, blood, and all the shit, genes and brain, how you work, how you can read minds, how you can fly, what's the ability that make you fly. They'll do all sorts of experiments, they'll ask you so many shits. They'll do all the shits possible for decades, and they still won't believe it and won't make it public until they got enough specimens, enough tests to prove that's real. And why? And you might be thinking, why the fuck your parents would be taken? Because they'll also test on your fucking parents. How the fuck their genes help you unlock a certain supernatural powers? What's the blood test? They'll fucking experiment on your family itself, and your whole bloodline will be captured in the government. Your whole shit would be surrounded by military, air force. If you do something else, you'll be shorted. You'll be hunted for your fucking life. Area 59. Area 59 contains all the special people. All the mutants, all the aliens and all the shit. Aliens are fucking weakest species of the fucking universe. I'll say this shit again and again. Aliens are super weak as fuck. They might have super high-tech technology, but in front of yokais, demons, all the craziest mythologic shit that's real actually, they're nothing in front of them. So aliens are just weak species, because I know. Don't ask me how. I just know. These people are the bottom. Ghosts are even the bottom. But there are some species that are beyond aliens. There's a whole world, man, that's beyond reality, beyond your mind to capable, comprehends some stuff. So it completely makes sense. Who the fuck would risk their fucking life? I don't blame these people to be hidden out of the real world, to be hidden, hiding show. No, I wouldn't blame these people who won't reveal the true supernatural capabilities, because there's always a risk, and these days you cannot trust anyone. No one's a real friend until you throw some fucking money. If I offer you $1 billion just to answer a single question, you would of course answer a single question. Who wouldn't pass out $1 billion for a single question? Because for government, for people like the higher ups who want the authority to control the power over these people, supernatural abilities and all the crazy supernatural paranormal stuff, for them, money is a measly fucking paper that's been printed out of fucking thin air. Every single second that's passing out right now, millions and billions trillions of dollars are been transacted, are been withdrawn, are been created out of fucking thin air. Every single second, new money is made. Every single second, a millionaire is born. Every single second, money has been printed out of thin air. Thin air. This shit isn't real, man. And this is the world which has been controlled by that shit, which is not even real. And you're walking like a fucking veggie. Makes no sense. So think like that shit. So in this reality, in this place, anyone can betray. So you cannot trust your friend, anyone. If you say this to your close best friend or even your fucking girlfriend, the government will do anything just to get that information or just to get hands on your special shit. They would throw fucking money like that to get hold of that power by any means. They won't give. These people are cold motherfuckers who don't give a shit. Who don't give a shit. Absolute fucking no shit. No fucks. They are heartless, cold fuck. So that's why you don't see magicians, sorcerers. You don't see all the mythical shit, because they have been in control with the higher ups, higher authorities with the huge powers. That's why aliens, Area 51 is, it's still locked up. It's still the weakest point of the earth, but it's still locked up. There are so many, inventions like fuel out of air and fuel out of made, water and all this stuff. Like, there are so many inventions that government just killed them, suicided, made them called as suicide. There's a meme going on, like, if you discover something super rare and abnormal, next day you are suicide. The guy stabbed himself 35 stabs. The guy suicided. The guy caught himself killed by some mysterious forces. The guy is dead. Like, there are headlines like that, right? And it's not even joke, it's fucking real. They'll blame it because these people also have the power to control the social media. That's why I want to buy social media. That's why I want to buy all the Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all the social medias. Because that gives me fucking power. That's why I want to become a trillionaire to control and take over the fucking world. There's so many shit you can do with infinite money. If you think like $1 trillion is a lot, you are sleeping. It's a rookie number. $1 trillion is nothing, bitch. Once you have my mindset, once you get to know what the fuck $1 trillion can do, then you'll think like fucking $1 trillion is nothing. You need $250,000,000. Call me unrealistic, but there's a lot of things you can buy. The world is not just $1 trillion. There's more beyond $1 trillion. There's not just millionaire, billionaire. There's beyond $1 trillion, beyond trillionaire. It's like $250,000,000. The world is gonna go on $250,000,000 stage pretty soon, and the shift is unreal. Now, if you don't believe me yet, you're a fucking idiot. Get the fuck out of here. Second thing, you've seen that aura. Oh man, that guy's got aura. The vibes. I don't feel good about this shit. That's an ache. You can already read people's mind and emotion just by seeing. You can already feel the vibes and aura. Aura was not a thing back in 2000s and all this stuff. Now it's a trend. It's like a meme. Holy aura and all this stuff. It's like a meme, but people are starting to awaken. Like, they're not true awaken, just mini going from a normal peasants to normal humans. That's the stage. They're beyond normal human. There's like human and then higher humans, the awakens that can see magic, control shit and all this stuff. People are just went from a peasant who are blind to the fucking reality to going to beyond average human. Then after average human, there's human, and after human, there's higher human awakens. This concept is made by me, so people are just shifted from this so they can sense magical shit. You know, if you go in a haunted house, you can already feel okay, something's negative. That's That's beyond sixth sense. That's your senses. There's more than six senses, five senses. That's seventh sense, eighth sense. That's not yet discovered, but it's discovered by me. So I'll reveal that soon. Not yet, because you guys deserve to be watching this shit more. Fuck. I just woke up and chose to speak facts with a sexy coffee. So, reality, whatever you're going through right now, if you think something is impossible, just think like, fuck, that is possible. If you think like, world is only this shit, you have not discovered a single percent of it. It's not just traveling, it's not just get rich and get fit or retire your parents and become a millionaire then sell some fucking courses. There's world beyond that shit. In few years, all the mythical shits are gonna be popping out of nowhere. All the unrealistic things, paranormal activities are gonna just popping out of nowhere and change the whole world. And that's when these people, the people who are hidden in the shadows with the superpower abilities, hidden shit, supernatural shit, will pop up, because that will be a safe zone, because they would, instead of becoming a threat, instead of becoming a scientific, experimental shit, getting into laboratory treatment, they will get a chance to prove themselves that they are the saviors, they are the protectors and shit. Then the world will shift from money, power, status to the people who hold power, supernatural abilities. The world will shift from this to that, and these people will be pedestalized. So right now, I'm not saying to okay, magic is real, it's gonna be real, so just fuck off. No, you cannot wait. You need to prepare yourself, because money is super important. Till the time it's relevant, you need to become rich as soon as possible. First of all, to get in fucking fit, eating the best food possible, treating your parents the best medical possible, becoming financial free, time free, location free. It's super important. You cannot stay in a fucking 9 to 5 job, or you will be eaten out. You will be possessed. You need to get rich quick to protect yourself, your family, and get preparations going on. Building a sexy home that's fortified, groceries, storing, food is gonna be super essential, water's essential, electricity is gonna be essential. Everything is what you're seeing abundance right now. It's not even abundance. It's already starting to decline. If you don't take action as soon as possible, if you don't become rich now, you will be poor. You will be bullied in future. The world This, not the world, this reality, this world, this dimension does not favors weak, does not favors broke people. It's like get rich now or die trying. It's not get rich or die trying. It's not get rich or die trying. It's get rich now or die trying. That's it. You have to chase your goals now. You have to get your fucking relationship now. You have to get your money up, fit up, everything now. Everything. Step by step. I'm not saying in a day you will become that giga child alpha man or you will get everything. Of course, you gotta take some initial baby steps and then you gotta start working all of them together. And you don't have fucking time. Every fucking person who says that you have plenty of time, unfollow them. Oh my god, I hate this fucking notification. I gotta block this way somewhere. Windows security, fuck you. So, every fucking person you see who says to you that, oh, you have time, you can become successful at 40, 60. If you listen to Gary Vee, he always said, oh, you are time, you're still young and all this stuff. Fuck you. Unfollow these kind of people. Unfollow this feminist people. Unfollow this weak, soothing, mothery type way. If someone says you have time, I'll just let you know that they're fucking lying. Because they already made it. And they can say whatever the fuck they want. Once you made it, once you made the fucking money, once you made every damn shit, once you got everything in your life, you can spread every damn utter bullshit and people will believe that's real. Because people are dumb, people are easily brainwashable, manipulative, and fuckable. So, you wanna become that ultimate character, ultimate being, unfuckable, untouchable, cold-hearted person. You gotta become selfish in order to become selfless. You gotta focus on building your own character before becoming someone who helps every fucking one. Because in the end, what you do for the world doesn't matter. What you do for yourself and your family is what actually matters. If you save the world, but you end up losing your own family, what's the use? I'd rather kill the fucking world. I'd rather destroy, end the fucking world in order to protect my family. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna say you guys should trust me. The world didn't help me when I was down in the trenches. It was me, myself, and God that helped me. Not even my family, no one. Just me, myself. It's okay to be selfish. I'll say it right now. People say selfish is super bad, but these are the people who get fucked. These are the innocent fucking person who get raped and all this stuff. So, I'm gonna be one thing for sure. If there would be a time that occurs in the future where I would have to sacrifice the fucking world for my own family, I would deliberately do it. You can unsubscribe me, unfollow me, whatever. I don't give a fuck. I would always prefer myself first, my own family first, before the world. I'm not a hero to protect every fucking one, because I don't know everyone. And these people didn't help me. These people didn't provide me shit. The world will constantly change and forget you. Even if you do something massive, they will forget you the next day. They will start going back to the normal life. So that's why that's why there's a saying say, the person who pleases everyone is a fucking joke or shit like that. I had no idea, but if you please everyone, you're pleasing to no one. If you are pleasing to yourself, you're pleasing to everyone. Shit like that. It's something like that. Just understand my point, okay? You understand it. That's the concept. Your reality bends. What do you think? Loneliness is not a curse. Mythological is real. A lot of stuff is gonna happen in future. I am not gonna save you guys, but I will also save you guys by leading all those videos. I'll do as much as possible in the free time. Meanwhile, I'm still in the growth. I'm not like a super selfish guy. Of course, I'm gonna reveal all the fucking knowledge, truth. First, build authority, credibility. Second, to make fucking money, to get famous, so I can get in anywhere. Fourth, to help some dumbasses to get some hope. So I got introduced to certain topic by certain people, certain perspectives, certain books or and recommendations, some concepts. So if those things were hope for me, I can also be a hope for someone else. I can be a hope for someone's darkness. I can be the light for someone's eternal fucked up flame shit type. So I'll do as much as possible to make this world a better place. But remember what I said before. Don't choose me. Never choose me. But I'll leave as much information as possible. You see the King of Solomon and all the all the people like Da Vinci and all the great people, and what's that name? Jacobo Grimberg, the Mexican dude who's a sexy guy but vanished mysteriously out of nowhere. I'm a great fan of that guy as well. Jacobo Grimberg. He knows about something beyond reality, beyond manifestation and all this stuff. Magic is real and different realities, different dimensions. That guy was a fucking genius, coded as soul, and he disappeared before his birthday. Mysteriously, no one has found his body, nothing. Just disappeared. Because he got to introduce a certain topic that was beyond that human mortal capability. Human body could endure. There's a level to what your mortal body can endure. And if you go beyond that shit, if your soul and your spirit, your information in your head is beyond mortal capabilities, it will transcend or awaken to newer shit, newer reality, newer dimension, because you are not worthy. The world is not worthy for a higher being for like you. So you're just transcended. You're not disappeared. It's just like that. That's my concept. Jacobo Grimberg and Machiavelli, these kind of people, and the guy who made a lot of money and all this stuff. So many kings, so many people who have written fucking sexy books. All the people, all the books, they all have some shit. They all let something on purpose, and also no, they also left they always, these people, all the great book artists and all those information people, all the great people, they left something for the humanity to learn and do stuff. And they also purposefully removed some stuff, so nothing, so no one can misuse the powers, misuse the information, to keep the control, of course. Well, if I had the power to bend the fucking reality, no, I have the power to bend the reality, but if you were omnipotent and omniscient and you can teach people how to become omnipotent and omniscient, you have no idea what each personality is like. You have no idea what person's true intentions are. They can be good from the outside, but if a minor distraction comes up, they can switch up their personalities. Evil will take over them and demons will possess them. All the evil spirits and negativity will possess them, and they'll take over the bad shit. So in order to not let the bad intentions take over the divine shit, some information are being purposefully erased, purposefully vanished or hidden for the sake of reality. So, whatever you're living right now, the average life is fake. The reality you're living is fucking fake. I'm not just saying, okay, everything is fake, so it makes no sense. I'm saying now you know every damn thing, whatever I said right now, super valuable, super gold. I'm not gonna the person who's gonna take out this video. I'm not the type of guy to suicide. I'm not the type of guy to go crazy. I'm not the guy to die. I have higher goals, higher purpose, and I have higher milestones. I would love to be immortal, but I don't want to stay in this mortal rhythm. If you know, you know. I have higher purpose. I'm just here to guide the fucked up souls. I'm here to guide up all the fucking assholes who just think money is everything. Money is everything, but not everything. Take that as a gesture. Yep, I'm hot. Smart, genius, trillionaire, everything. I am him. So, be prepared for the most gruesome, fucked up reality that's gonna pop up. Be prepared. Get rich, get fit, prepare your knowledge, every damn thing. Become him. Because, why do you think like now, before now so there's so many fucking genders. Before there was only boy, girl, and a special people. Male, female, and there was a transgender. transgender in the sense like boy, female, and all the mixed part. You know what the fuck I'm saying, femboy and shit like that. That's it. Three genders. These two were good. These were abnormals by the God itself. Okay, that's it. There were only three genders: male, female, and the transgender, which has both female parts and male parts and all those stuff. Back in 2004, that's it. There were only three genders, mainly two, male and female, and that's it. And these were the type of people who were quite good. I'm not saying like now it's like fucking trash. These were the people who were respected and all the stuff, and they were not treated as a fucking asshole and all. And these people never told that, yeah, become this and all those stuff. These were the fine people. The transgender people back then were fine people who never forced anyone, yeah, become transgender. Me, I was a female. No, they were born transgender by the God itself. Yeah, God made these people specially for some good reasons. Yeah. So there were only three genders in back 2004 shit like. Now, have you noticed so many fucking genders? Transsexual, pansexual. What the fuck is helicopter sexual? It's like you're fucking a pan and you're saying pansexual, pedos and all this stuff. There's so many fucking genders, and these all the people are saying become gay, become she-male. These people are telling others to become themselves. In this generation right now, back in 2004s, when I was fucking born, 2004. So back in 2000s, the transgender that were born directly, that were originally born as transgender. Hold on. Back then, these gender never forced anyone to become them. These kind of generation, because they knew how cursed that shit is, how cursed and blessing both of this thing is, and they don't want to, make others themselves. Like if you are a cursed creature, you're going through hell. You wouldn't want, as a sensible being, you wouldn't want to let others face through that same shit, right? That were how kind these people were before. And now if you see the generational rift that's been changed, the power has been saved. These fuckers are being, telling become gay. Gay is a thing. Become she-male. Have some fucking dick. There are so many pedos, so many rape cases, so many pedos and all this stuff. There's so many, crimes, and all the shit has been increased, quadrupled. These things are quadrupled in this era, this generation. Now you don't know if someone is a fucking man or a female or any other 69 plus genders and shit like that. Why? Demons, evil shit has started to possess people. They're starting to take over the fucking world. This is how the minimal things are gonna change the shit. And there would be a time that in mere future, in mere reality, there would be a time these people won't, these demons, this negative shit and all the yokais and all the monsters won't need to hide anymore. They'll get the full power and all this stuff, and they will just pop up. They'll be fearless, they won't give a fuck anymore. And they would stop hiding in the shadows and start actually take over the fucking shit. And then the Awakens will pop up out of nowhere. Oh yeah, I'm the protector, your assholic savior. Just so they don't end up becoming a lab rat test themselves. To prove themselves that they are safe and they are with the side of humans. This shit is gonna happen. So, this is your fucking sign. If you haven't seen the shift yet, my bad. If you haven't seen this own reality by your eyes yet, what the fuck are you doing? Back in 2004, even the most depressed days looked sexy as fuck. Now it's like super worst. The aura, the environment, the air has become more polluted. It's starting, the overworld is starting to take over the form of an underworld. Hell is rising up in the surface. Portals are being opening up. Deep holes, the pit holes straight to the hell, the famous pit hole to hell. That's a portal. All the shit, man. That's so much shit I wanna yap about. I'll make a 2-hour video. Only the special people who wanna watch it will watch it. Now it's already an hour video long. So now that you know that reality isn't just not reality, it's real. Multiple reality, multiple dimension, multiple infinite possibilities. Let people call you a crazy asshole. Let people call you a crazy fucking mad scientist. Let people call you delusional. Let people call you unrealistic as fuck. Let people call you you're a fake. Let the haters be hating. It's just them proving that they don't know certain things that you don't know yet. It's just saying that they are fucking weak peasant. They can't do it, so you can't do it as well. Haters just want your reaction. If you, these are also demons. You know why demons and negative shit react? What they react to? They react to fear, aggression, a reaction in order to satisfy themselves. A demon feeds on emotions. If you show some, if you show some fear, you are feeding them energy, satisfaction. You're giving them satisfaction. You're giving them pleasure. Everything. That's it. Fuck man, that's itching. Back's itching. So you're giving them all the stuff. It's same, you know, the common demons. And if you compare a fucking bully in a high school, or if you compare haters, if you make it, there are a lot of haters. Oh, you're unrealistic as fuck. Oh, he's a scammer, co-seller and shit like that. If you see compare demons to haters and negative people, oh man, it's itching. But sorry. So if you compare all the demons, all the negative shit to reality, to realistic people, yeah, realistic people for you dumb assholes to understand, you'll see a fucking pattern. A bully only bullies the people who are fucking weak or who show weakness. If you show weakness, bully you. Bully will bully you. Bully never bullies a strong man because he doesn't show his emotion. He doesn't show his weakness. If I go up to a fucking gang of, you know, gangsters, and if I show weakness, I'll be bullied. But I usually don't get bullied. I would be naturally their friends, an ally. The way I act, talk, and react, you guys can already guess what type of person I am. Crazy, delusional, man with big ambition who will never kill himself. Okay, take that in mind. I'm not a type of guy. I'm an insane person with insane realities, multiple concepts. So, as a selfish guy, I want to do at least the least minimum possible I can do is sharing all the concept, documenting as much as possible. Just take a hint like Einstein documenting his process, or King Solomon teaching you how to teach magic and shit like that, or Machiavelli and all the people teaching you how to take over the manifestation and teaching you live class and shit like that. Just think like God, not even God. I'm not gonna consider myself God. That would be ego. That would already prove that I'm a fucking asshole. So no, I'm not a god. Just think me as your wise wisdom sensei. Just think a trillionaire, by the blessings of God, came and shared as much value as possible. I want to leave, document as much information as fucking possible to a mere fucking human to go from a normal, average class to awaken. I want every fucking one to awaken so people can live normally, because then only the world will be in balance or it will be unbalanced. That's it. Because there are a lot of trillionaires, there are a lot of, you know, rich people, there are a lot of powerful people who have so much fucking knowledge, have achieved so much shit, but are super selfish in the end that they leave nothing and absolutely nothing behind for good. They don't leave a legacy on purpose because they know some information are not supposed to be shared, but that's also kind of selfishness. So just think it as a thank you from me, okay? Just think it as a gift from me. As a book writer, as an investor, boxer, as an peak human, awakened human, I'll share as much as information from me as much as possible to you guys. With real shit. I'm not gonna edit fancy stuff. Even after I make it, even after I become, you know, the trillionaire, the ultra person with magic and all the stuff, all the authority and shit, I'm still gonna record. I will be still recording the real shit. Of course, I'll be doing some edits here and then, but my format and the concept way of speaking would always be raw, authentic, and shit's real. I don't feel like if I feel something is not worth enough to say or talk about, I'm not gonna talk about it. If I think certain topic is interesting to me, fuck, it's gonna be interesting to others as well. Normal human shit, normal human psychology. So I'm just, yeah. So expect great shit from me. And if you wonder what the fuck is this channel about, I'll say it's mainly about self improvement, getting your life to getting your life together, making that shit, becoming him, how to become him. The famous book, The Ways of Him, is gonna be published soon once I've gone through more phases of my life. Because I cannot publish one thing that's half complete. It's like becoming a half-ass king. But self-improvement, my journey as an investor, becoming the world's first trillionaire, and also all the thoughts and memories that I'm going through. Because everyone is curious how the fucking trillionaires think, how the fucking billionaires think, how the fucking rich people think, wealthy people think. So I'm gonna document all the shit. Self-improvement shit, my documentary of everything I think, walk, talk, speak, act, everything. What I'm gonna do, all the plans and everything. I'm not gonna gatekeep any shit. Because you guys need action in order to do whatever I'm saying. Because my thing requires action, not just bluffing. Third thing, I'm gonna talk about personal brand. Because that's the best thing that you can do. No matter what skill you have. Once you build a social media presence, online presence, you can become whatever the fuck you want. You can achieve whatever the fuck you want. You can become how much risk, however amount of money you want. You can get. Self-improvement, documentary, personal brand importance, my journey as investor, mythological myth shit like magic and stuff that's real. That's it. That's what I'm gonna talk about mostly. Let's repeat again for my own sake. Self-improvement, documentary, investing, personal branding. Yeah, investing. Yeah, investing in a different topic where I'm gonna invest. What's gonna make fuck you money? That will lead me to becoming a trillionaire. So yeah, self-improvement, and you know what was, man, I forget again every single second. Sorry. Self-improvement, self-documentary, investing, personal branding, and mythological shit. All the magic stuff that includes. That's it. 5 topics, 5 main topics that I will talk till the fucking end. As much I can share to you guys. That's it. Hope you guys get a hold. If you guys didn't do something, go rewatch this video because I'll get more views, make more money. Second thing, more idiots will fucking watch this shit and become smart. The video will be pushed out to a lot more people. I'm being fucking honest, okay? Why the fuck I want you guys to watch this again? Being realistic as fuck. I want more. I'll get more views, more retention. My video will be pushed out more. I'll make more money. More people will see this shit. It will help a lot more people, and you are basically helping people for free without even spending a fucking dime or dollar or penny. Fifth things fifth, you will understand what the fuck I'm saying, and it will benefit you yourself. So it's a win-win situation. I'm winning, you're winning. That's the sole purpose of why I want you guys to rewatch this video, because it all super makes sense, and it will only make more fucking sense in future. And you will watch this video again and again and again from the future, that this shit I was talking about was real. And I will be all over the fucking news, because by the time I'll be having control all over the social media, a lot of important companies, important shit, and also my fuck around, find out moments. So be prepared, man. Get rich fast. Have a purpose, have a goal. Don't think something is impossible. Everything is fucking possible. Anything that you vision, if you can see it, you can absolutely get that shit. That's it. Fuck, it's like 1 hour, 10 minutes video. Super banger. I'm gonna rewatch myself a lot of times, because sometimes I just rewatch my own shit a lot of times, and I'm just shocked by my own self that I spoke that much shit right now. Cool shit. I need to take more coffee, I guess. No, I'm not gonna take more coffee. It was it. Anyways, like as usual, my fucking favorite line. Fuck